I think we're winning on this. We're winning on the transgender thing. I think in 10 years it will be anathema. I think we've had over 14 states already put in new laws against it, and we'll see more in the next session. And there could be federal legislation. And President Trump has said in his campaign, and he's going to make this illegal, and we cannot do this to our children. And so, what are different things the executive can do? And can the Department of Justice take its sights off of the whistleblowers and put them on the hospitals? And the president has said that's what he's going to direct his Department of Justice to do, is to investigate these hospitals. And so I do think that we are on the so-called right side of history, obviously, but we're actually winning this. We're actually winning the transgender issue, which is great. But it's small things. I mean, there's very few lawyers in America taking these cases, and so whenever I got the call and I didn't want to take it, and it's like, are you going to rise to the occasion? Are you going to defend this whistleblower and do whatever you can? And then once I realized I had the resources and a partner at my own firm had this background, I was like, oh gosh, of course I rose to the occasion. And you said, were you afraid? Not really, because once I knew that all the pieces were coming together, it was just very obvious. And then it's just a come what may at that point. And there have been sleepless nights. We've had to hire security at our home. We've had, threats and all this type of stuff. And, there's things that we've had to adjust personally, but I think that'll also fade and pass too. But really it's nothing compared to what these kids are going through. And someone needs to be the adult in the room who's willing to say no and to stand athwart the lies and say no. And so doctors need to speak out. Lawyers need to step up. And so, we took the one case. Now we have a bunch of them, and it's only a portion of our docket. I mean, the majority of what my law firm does is commercial corporate litigation and commercial, fund formation and joint ventures and just commercial. I mean, it's just bread and butter legal work. I have lost some clients over this. I had one of my biggest clients. Someone on her legal team had been transitioning her son, and he'd already been sterilized as a young teenager. So I lost a really big client over it. But I've had other people that are just commercial corporate clients that say, I saw your case, I read your law firm's background, and, I used to use this law firm, but I saw that they're defending the ACLU in these cases, trying to defend the transgender industry, and I don't want to hire those lawyers anymore. So we want to hire you. And we've gotten just bread and butter commercial work from people who just are wanting to support a law firm and a group of lawyers that are trying to do something different. And trying me as just one individual to build a firm where we can just lawyers be lawyers. And we can take controversial cases because that's what lawyers do. And then this case will end and you move on. And we're just, boring lawyers again. But it has been very transformational. For me, I think for the lawyers at our law firm, our corporate lawyers, like our M&A guys, are just so proud that they could be part of a law firm doing this. And it means the world to me that we continue to recruit and we find these lawyers across the country who say, I want to be a part of your firm.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, do us a favor, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the video, like and subscribe.